Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
Pretty warm out there today. Temperatures spiking in the mid to upper 90s. That includes in the valley here, not just down to the Umpqua, where actually Corvallis was at 99 today. And Roseburg and Eugene, a little cooler at 96. Still pretty hot. And again, coast marine layer, you can see on the visual satellite behind me there, they've been sitting in the 50s and even low 60s most of the day. So what else do we have going on? You say, whoa, what's going on down here in Medford and Roseburg? Well, we've got a little bit of blow off from some thunderstorms that have been developing and in fact pulling in some moisture off of the northern California coastline. Upper level low just north of Reno may be a trigger for some over across some of southern central Oregon tomorrow. Gilchrist, maybe Lapine, and then I think over towards Burns Lakeview, and then you get out towards Rome. I'll show you the location of that in a second and where it's likely going to go. But that is something we'll be watching. As we had mentioned earlier this evening in the show, we've got 4 wildfires out there right now. A couple contained, the Pacifica down in Grants Pass. Also the one towards the one in the Williams Valley, that is. Larger one over the Warm Springs Reservoir just north of Madras. That one at about 20,000 plus acres. And it has been pretty hot out there across the day today. 98 in Redmond officially at the airport today. 99 in the Dalles, 99 in Corvallis. Look at the 90s up and down until you get up to Portland where the morning clouds kept things just a tad cooler. 102 in Ontario and around 59 in North Bend today. Big contrast between the coast and what we saw inland. Inland, clear skies tonight. See those temperatures get down into the low 50s again, around 60s, so a pretty mild night in Roseburg, in most of Douglas County, and around 53 and some cloud cover. Again, rain clouds moving on back as we head towards Corvallis, or excuse me, out towards Coos Bay, that is. Now, here's that low sitting just in between Northern California and Northwest Nevada. This is going to trek northward and eventually move its way over across in towards Idaho tomorrow. So it may trigger off a few thunderstorms. Today, it's been pretty quiet. We've got a little bit of blow off coming up, and this is basically just some high cirrus clouds and a little bit of leftover cumulus. Temperatures are still warm in the 90s across the valley, 70s up at the mountains, and we're looking at upper to mid 50s at the coast. So next 24 hours we'll watch as that low slides through. It depends on how much moisture it can pull in. We got a lot of dry air over the state, so we could be talking dry thunderstorms, and they still have a chance to have lightning, but they're not going to bring much of the rain or the flash flooding potential they've been seeing in the southeast, in the southwest, that is. Meanwhile, as we've got high pressure in control here, we're also looking at a big ridge of high pressure continuing to keep the jet stream well to the north of us as we transition over and towards late week and the weekend. That's when we'll finally start to see some of that cooler air push on in. And it will slowly cool things down, but it will take its time. So I'm still expecting things to be fairly hot tomorrow. Slight chance for thunderstorms. And then as we get in towards our weekend forecast, well, it'll be noticeably cooler. Certainly a little more comfortable if you don't have air conditioning to kind of keep the windows open. So coast, we'll see the temperatures mid-60s around Florence or so, a little cooler as you get to Newport, probably around 62 to 64 down in Coos Bay and North Bend. In the Umpqua Basin, low 90s tomorrow for the next couple of days, and then finally cooling off to the mid-80s and morning clouds back by the weekend. Cascades, sunny and warm. Temperatures there will be in the mid to upper 70s. Mid 90s in Bend and Redmond. Slight chance for a thunderstorm as well. And then finally in the valley, we'll see temperatures around 89 to 90, so a tad cooler, but still hot, guys. And we'll have to wait till about early next week before we'll get temperatures back down to what I think is a little more comfortable in the low 80s.
All right.
Thank you.
That.